Time now for news from the left. Ratings for the Grammys have plummeted in recent years, as with every award show. And if you thought they'd learned that mainstream America doesn't want to hear politics and ridiculous displays of perversion, think again. Last night, the award show tasked an overweight, androgynous, non-binary pop singer to worship the devil in defiance of basic Judeo-Christian societal norms and the 99% of America that believes there are only two genders and Hollywood is a desperate for attention freak show. Because I know you didn't watch last night, here's a little sample of what you missed. Sam Smith really looks cool there. A lot different than his usual pose, sitting on the couch eating Doritos and watching stupid daytime dramas. What we've really come to learn about the cancer that is Western liberalism, though, is that they constantly need to battle. They must feel like they're oppressed, so desperate to break barriers, even when there are so few barriers left in this capitulating Western society that we live in. No matter how far down this bizarre road these people drag our society, and we've been dragged quite a ways now, they'll always be screaming it's not far enough. It's always an existential crisis for these people. Everything can't just be fine. They can't live in peace. They get bored with that. And that's why they behave this way. Americans are mostly tolerant of LGBTQ, much more so than the rest of the world by a long shot. So now they've been reduced to dancing for Satan on CBS, the newest escalation. Somebody named Kim Petras evidently made history last night. She's the other person in that horrific song you just heard. She's the first trans woman to win a Grammy. Great. Before Smith's performance, he tweeted out, "This is going to be special," with a couple pictures. CBS responded, their official Twitter of CBS, "You can say that again. We are ready to worship." CBS, or at least the idiot intern that works at CBS, is ready to worship this chubby singing Satan on TV. So CBS clearly knew what was coming and praised the artist for doing it. This is now mainstream culture in the United States, apparently. Madonna introduced the Satan-worshipping duo with a face roughly the same size as the Chinese balloon. The geriatric pop icon made her political statement as usual. And then there was Lizzo's outfit, which everybody pretended to love. Not sure what it is exactly, but it is slimming. And of course, the blatantly desperate for attention Dr. Joe Biden had to show up, looking like a 22-year-old at a Vegas nightclub. These are the people who want to be in charge of American culture, and they wonder why nobody cares what they think anymore. They wonder why nobody watches these ridiculous shows, because it's not just good music from people that we identify with. It's a freak show. And freak shows are cool for about 10 minutes. But then they lose their luster. How much longer can they go on like this? What will they worship next year? How will they elevate it in the years to come? How desperate will they become? All right, next up, this past Friday, New York's Mayor Eric Adams went and had a slumber party in Red Hook, Brooklyn, at a cruise terminal relief center, new 1,000-cot migrant mega shelter. And there's Eric Adams in the middle of it. Adams did this to prove the conditions at the shelter were welcoming. The move came after the single men that the city were trying to relocate to that shelter refused to leave the luxurious Watson Hotel in Midtown West. It's interesting Eric Adams has never done this at a homeless shelter in the city, which are so disgusting and dangerous that many homeless people just sleep on the freezing cold streets. They don't have the option, of course, of a free luxury hotel. The New York Post now reporting that these disgruntled migrants are fleeing New York and going even further north. They're heading to Canada now on buses paid for by New York taxpayers. Finally, a tax I'm happy to pay. What a lovely trend. We can shovel them to the next nation, just like Mexico does. Finally, The Proud Family is a new show on Disney Plus exploring the life of a 14-year-old named Penny Proud. If you need an excuse to cancel Disney Plus, check out this propaganda.
We, the descendants of slaves in America, have earned reparations for their suffering.
And continue to earn reparations every moment we spend submerged in the systemic prejudice, racism, and
white supremacy
that America was founded with and still has not atoned for.
That'll be really good for the discourse. Let's really just start injecting this into people when they're 5 years old. It's great. You're a victim. Don't even try. Just give the middle finger to this whole country. Grow up angry. Grow up hateful over a manifested narrative. Disney Plus. Are you paying for Disney Plus? You might want to stop paying for Disney Plus because, your kid's going to check out that show while you're still at work. There you go. They get enough of it in school. Why do they need it from Disney Plus, right?